Well, hello there. We're going to look at an old acoustic guitar today. This is a Yamaha FG400a from about 1993. This one is. They made them up to 1994 from 89. And roughly, I think. There isn't a lot on the internet about these actually. But the construction's fairly basic. So I'll go through that first and I'll play it and we'll talk a bit more about it then. That is your basic Yamaha FG shape. You'll see these in corners in houses all over the world. So it's laminated spruce top, laminated NATO back and sides, NATO neck, rosewood fingerboard, which is really nice quality rosewood, actually really tight grain on it and lovely dark colour. And NATO neck, you got individual tuners, but they've buttons on them, plastic buttons. Now there was a time I'd go, oh, awful looking things, but I kind of like the look of them now. I think they're kind of vintagey looking, particularly when they go cream like that. It isn't quite so, quite so offensive. So look, I'll play it. We'll play it with and without reverb. I have to remember to lean into the mic to talk because this thing is so loud. It's distorting the mic. So, oh, yeah, there you go. Look. Those crazy nights I will remember in my youth. Bit of Journey, can't go wrong. Let's put a capo on the middle. Let's see where we go here. Put a reverb on now because if you're recording acoustic guitar, that's what you do, isn't it? Okay. So you're drunk and you're at a party. Anyway, yeah, no surprises there really. Turn this off. It's a really decent campfire guitar, knockabout guitar. You know, you're maybe you might keep this in your cubicle at the office or in your girlfriend's house, or it's the one you keep down where the kids can access it and keep your nice ones up on the shelf. I mean, in many ways, doing a review on this is a bit like talking about a hammer. It's just a really dependable tool, and you know, they can be got cheap, but that doesn't mean they're not good. I mean, they're just so knockabout. Such brilliant guitars. This shape hasn't really changed a whole hell of a lot, you know, since the 60s when they first made these. And they've all different model numbers, but they're roughly the same kind of dealio. And for me, Yamaha are the king of, you know, these budget guitars and also high-end guitars. They're just hugely underrated guitar company. If you see one of these, pick it up because you just really can't go wrong if you're any good at giving a guitar an old setup, or actually haggle in the cost of a setup to the seller and then bring it to a guitar shop and say, give me that back setup. The only thing to watch for is that the neck doesn't need a reset, and you can look up how to avoid that. Like basically what that means is that the top has pulled with the tension of the string so that you can't get the neck straight enough. And that happens with the really old Yamaha red label guitars that everyone waxes lyrical about, and I've owned. And like, fair enough, they're good, but are they worth like $1,000? No, I don't think so anyway. Like, the thing about Yamaha is the stuff has gotten consistently better over the years as they've gone along. Like, if you, what did this cost new? I think they were 279 quid new back in 1993, and work out what that is in an inflation calculator and see what you would get from Yamaha for the same price now. And it's bound to be more, you know. Like the FG 7 and 800 series have a, you know, they have a solid top. This is a plywood box. Now the thing about plywood is, or laminated, is that it doesn't change over time. So this sounds like it did when it was new, more or less, you know. And that's a good thing because they're more stable. They're not going to react to humidity or to cracks or to any of those things. And you can hop them in and out at gigs and not be worried too much. They're tougher. I've had all solid guitars that would split along the top, you know, take it out of the case and it's split from whatever way you chucked it into the van the previous day. I'm just such a fan of these instruments. The basic one nowadays is an F310. It's just the best beginner guitar, I think, around. You know, now partly because that you know what you're getting with a Yamaha, you know, and there are some great cheap brands, and I've had them, but I always revert to these old things. I just think they have a charm about them. Anyway, another little play, and then I'll let you go, because what is there to say about something this basic? Now, thanks for sticking it out this far. I've got some more bass videos coming for those of you that are interested in that stuff. But if you see an old Yamaha, pick it up. This one cost me 70 bucks, 70 quid, January 2022. And then a set of strings, which I'm using Fender Duratone. They're like a coated string, and I really like those. And they do kind of keep fresh for a good long time. So there you go. That is my review of a hammer. Take care. Happy New Year.